So you've got an idea of the small things that you need to do to start off with to get to the bigger things, and you're trying to do them, but you fail, and you think, ugh, I've fallen at the first hurdle. But the thing is, that's okay. And it's about allowing yourself to not succeed and not beating yourself up about it. And to talk about that, I have got my dad with me today.
Hi YouTube.
The point is that everyone makes mistakes, and that you don't have to feel bad about making these mistakes, because that doesn't help. You do make mistakes and you probably still will. There's one word which, when I'm talking to Dad, he does not let me use. And what's that word?
Fail. Don't say to yourself that you failed. You may have missed something. You may have tried to do something and then not quite made it. But at least you're trying. It's the process that's important. The aim is to get better and get better more often. And
it won't happen overnight, will it? It won't.
No.
No.
No, I think you can easily have a mindset whereby you reject yourself. And the important thing is not to do that, because you're the person who is going to do it in the end. Yeah. So giving yourself a hard time is counterproductive.
It's the same thing as I was basically saying last week. It starts with you, and you have to work on you. And part of working on you is learning how to accept when you don't do the things that you intend to do.
If these things were easy, you wouldn't be making this video.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they're hard, and therefore you do them in stages. You know, you get better at doing some things, maybe you're still not good at doing others. So don't, go to bed thinking, I've failed today. Yeah. Because you probably haven't. You've probably failed one or two things, but some of the other things you've succeeded. Yeah. So you should pat yourself on the back. Yeah.
Like I said, you're not going to succeed every time, and you haven't in the past, and that's why you have resolved to make yourself better. But just because you've now resolved to make yourself better doesn't mean that you automatically stop failing, quote unquote.
Other people might be able to do them just like that, but it doesn't come easy, a particular thing, whether it's getting up on time or getting somewhere on time. Doesn't come easy, therefore you have to work.
It's also to do with the attitude as well. If you're attacking yourself for those things every single day, you are not going to get anything done.
And I also think you can build on negatives like you can build on positives, and it's important not to build on the negatives, otherwise you just spiral down and you'll just think it's not worth it because I can't do this, I'm no good at all. So it's take the positives, even though the negatives are there, recognise them, you've not actually been able to do this or that, but build on the positives. Well, I managed to get into some exercise today. I did a bit of a run.
Because otherwise, only thing that comes from it really is negativity, and you really aren't going to succeed if you do that. If it is the fact that you need some kind of stimulus to do that, there's various ways. Affirmations work for some people. They look in the mirror and say to themselves, I am going to do this today, I'm going to do that today. Some people do that via just having words up on their wall, maybe saying positivity, creativity. I tried that myself, having words, and that didn't quite work for me, but what did work for me was finding a quote, an inspirational quote. And there are two which are from different sources, which I find really inspirational. One of them is J.K. Rowling, and like I say, I pinned it up on my wall. It is the quote that she gave at Harvard's, I think, commencement speech a couple of years ago. It was, "It's impossible to live without failing at something, unless you've lived so cautiously that you might well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." The other quote is from a drag queen who some people might know, called Latrice Royale. She was on the 4th season of this reality TV show called RuPaul's Drag Race, and she had talked about the fact that she had spent time in prison. She said she wanted to get the message across that it's okay to fall down, it's okay to make mistakes. She said, get up, look sickening, and make them eat it. So you just need to find something which works for you, to help you allow yourself to make mistakes, allow yourself and permit yourself to make mistakes and not feel like you've fallen at the first hurdle. So thanks for watching this video, and thanks to you, Dad, for being in it. Let me know what you think of this. Give me a shout on Twitter, subscribe if you like what you see, tell your friends, tell your family. I was about to say hide your wife, hide your kids, but that's, yeah, YouTube reference, don't worry.
Tell your dads.
Tell your dads. Yeah. And apart from that, I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.